Hello, guys. Welcome to Sabrina La Brujilla's podcast. I'm back again. Well, my again. This is the first time you guys are hearing me, but I've recorded my first episode. I've been recording my first episode since like January, and I just keep changing my mind and changing my mind. But I think my mind is made up. This is gonna be my first. Oh, my elbow. This is gonna be my first episode. I hope you guys can hear me well because I'm wearing my AirPods, so I'm gonna try not to make too many movements or too much noise. But just FYI, I just got home. I'm about to cook papa con chorizo because I'm hungry. I've been in the streets all day, and and yeah, so you might hear a lot of noise. You might hear people talking. That's because I have like a YouTube video on of this girl decorating her New York City apartment. That's in the living room, and then in the room I have a video of Let me tell you their names. Hold on. In the living room, I'm watching Lynn Tron, yeah, decorating her New York City apartment, and then in my room, just a moment, let me go back. You're gonna hear this one. I'm watching Miss Amani Rakaya, Living Alone Diaries. I really love her videos. She's actually, they both live in New York City. Not me manifesting without meaning to. I love that for me. Off the record, I have always wanted to live in New York. That's my dream. I've always wanted to live in New York. I am not afraid of the big city. I have gone several times by myself, and I've loved it. I've like thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, I can't wait to to leave Texas completely and chase my dreams and do it. I guess it's not that I can't. I mean, I can. I did just make a big move anyway to a whole nother city, but I want to be more established in like my career and within myself to make such a big jump. I've already made a big jump, but that's a big jump. Um, but that doesn't mean I'm afraid. I'm not afraid to make that big jump. You know, I just want for my career to be in order. I want to have some form of stability that I can like lean lean on besides just being smart and pretty and young. I want to have my degree. I want to have a job offer, like actually another job offer. I want to have a job. Like I start on Monday, for example. Um, and then yeah, I'm dipping. Goodbye, Texas. Goodbye. I will be back probably because I do like Texas. And yep. Anyway, I rambled. So this is gonna be my first episode officially. I'm not gonna edit it. You guys are gonna hear it raw. That sounds so weird. Y'all are gonna hear this raw footage. Just how it is. Me breathing every like 10 seconds, super hard, trying to catch my breath because I just talk and talk. Me rambling a lot. Y'all will get used to that. Me going off topic a lot. Me getting a little bit emotional sometimes. Maybe not to the point where I like, cry some tears, but where you hear my voice crack. Me going through the motions of what it is to have a podcast and to talk freely. I don't think right now I'm going to choose specific topics to talk about. I'm just gonna go with the flow right now. What's on my mind, what's on my heart, something that I think that um could be helpful for others to listen to, for others to get to know me, and yeah. And by the way, I don't think I am ready to make like a video podcast or like a live podcast. I'm looking at myself talking, but because I'm comfortable with myself to talk, but I'm not comfortable letting people see me talk yet. So this is just gonna be like an audio podcast for now until like my guides and my ancestors and God call me to make it a live and video podcast. Which those people they work quick. So me saying it right now, they probably have a plan for like next week or something. Um, yeah, sorry for the ramble. So I'm doing this first episode on just being grateful, just showing gratitude on this beautiful Sunday, this sunny Sunday, this windy Sunday. Today is daylight savings time. I think it's when it's dark in the morning and bright at night. That's the best time. I don't like it super bright in the mornings and dark at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I don't like that because I feel like you can't go out and enjoy safely at least. Um, so today is just a beautiful day. Today, I decided to go out and explore this new city. I decided to put my big girl pants on and go outside. And it's not that I don't think I'm afraid. I'm not scared to go out and explore. I overthink a lot and I start to feel anxious and I start to doubt if like I'll be okay out in the world. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, knock on wood, that like I'll get assaulted outside or robbed or something. That's not what scares me. It's being around people and I don't know, I think I have social anxiety and I've talked about it with my therapist for like the last 3 years. I believe I have social anxiety. Well, I believe I had social anxiety because we're gonna get through this together. But I plan on changing. I plan on getting out of that feeling of not being able to be okay in public, not being comfortable, even around my family. And family, if you listen to this, I don't mean it in that kind of way. I mean it that I get I get nervous around people. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to act. I don't know if the way that I look at someone, if the way that I react, if the way that I smell, if what I'm wearing, like, if it'll bring someone like negative vibes, if they'll feel like I'm offending them, if they'll take it personally that I'm wearing pink shoes and they fucking hate pink and they want me to take that shit off. Like, that's that's what goes on in my brain. I don't think, like I said, that I'm gonna get like robbed. Like, I'm what? I think, am I gonna like piss someone off by being out in the world? And that's not okay. That's not okay because no one thinks that about me. No one thinks, oh my god, I'm gonna go out into this world and Alice is gonna be pissed to see me and my pink fur boots. I don't know, pink shoes are like my thing right now. It's because I went to Burlington and I saw some really, really pink and cute Puma like tennies. And I contemplated getting them, but that's a little too much color for me still. I'm not ready for that much color. So instead I got some white ones, platforms. Yeah. So, but I think I'm talking about them a lot and mentioning pink a lot, so I might just go get them in the near future, not right now. Sorry for the ramble. So yeah, so I went out today. I explored. I was so nervous to try a new coffee shop. See, it's a small things. I was so nervous to try a new coffee shop because I thought it was a walk-in coffee shop. And like I said, I get really nervous and I get really anxious. Um, being out and about and like talking to people and interacting and I'm just a little weird sometimes. And so I was really nervous about it and I drove by and like my little social anxiety kicked in and I just drove past. And I was like, no, Alice, turn your ass around. And then my GPS recalculated or redirected itself and it told me to turn on the street. It told me to turn on the street and, it'll be a shortcut. And I wasn't ready to break that fast. I hadn't fully made up my mind that I was gonna turn around and go to the coffee shop. So I skipped the street and I went to the street light, and then my GPS redirected me again, and I was like, okay, we got this. I turned, and when I turned like if I was in Houston. Mind you, this city that I'm in is a lot smaller than Houston. Houston is freaking huge. I don't know if I miss Houston. I don't think I do, but I'm trying to get out of survival mode. Like I was in Houston, like hauling ass through traffic, like speeding on residential streets, like busting turns just so I can like make the light, those kinds of things. I don't think I have to live like that here. And so, yeah, I bust my turn and I started laughing and I was like, oh my God, like, Alice, please calm down. It's okay, girl, it's coffee. And I really did want a coffee. I've been stalling for the past like 2 weeks to go buy a coffee. But I made up my mind yesterday, today was going to be my day. And so I did. I made my turn. I went into this neighborhood and I was kind of, again, double thinking if I should go, if I really needed the coffee from there. I could just easily go to Starbucks because I don't really go to Starbucks anymore unless I just don't see any other coffee shops. I go to Starbucks. it's a combination of things why they don't go to Starbucks, because the politics that they're involved in, because it's a huge corporation, because I just don't really like their coffee. And even their pastries, well, except that double smoked bacon, egg and cheese croissant sandwich thing, that is delicious. But other than that, their bakery things are like decent. They're okay. They don't taste like handmade and genuine. So I don't care to go to Starbucks. And that's why I'm going out and finding new coffee shops here. Because I do love me a good coffee shop. If y'all need recommendations for coffee shops in Houston, North Houston, let me know. I got you. Anyway, ramble. So yeah, I was getting close, and then I saw 333, and to me, I identify 333 as your guides are with you. Your guides are with you. Like, keep going. Roads are open. Dale. And I saw that 333, and I couldn't help but laugh, and I was like, okay, we got this. And as soon as I pulled up to the coffee shop, I saw they had a drive-through. Jesus loves me. I saw the drive-through, and it like made my day. I was like, thank the Lord. I still toughened up, but now I didn't have to get out and interact with people. I guess, I mean, not face to face. It was still a drive-through. I don't know. Hopefully someone understands me. But yeah, I saw that there was a drive-through, and they gave me time to like relook at the menu, decide kind of what I wanted. And I pulled up. The guy was really, really nice. And I ordered my food. I did make a little mistake, but it was not my fault. Their menu wasn't updated on Yelp, and so I asked for something they didn't have it. And I almost, actually, we were moving kind of fast because the drive-thru was busy. That I almost didn't ask for my pastry because I could tell he was in a little bit of a rush, which is not his fault. But if I don't speak up, he's not gonna know what I want. And I almost let my pastry go, my opportunity to get a pastry go. But then I was like, Alice, get your damn pastry, girl. And so I was like, actually, can I get this and this and this? And he let me know that it wasn't in stock anymore, that they actually didn't sell that pastry anymore. And I was a little sad, and I almost said I didn't want anything, but then I said, well, actually, what kind of muffins do you guys have? And so he gave me like an option of 10 different muffins, and I asked for a blueberry one, and he was like, that's the best kind. And I was like, thank you. And I was really glad that I did order. And then one of the other baristas, she gave me my coffee, and she told me I was so pretty, and it made me so happy. Like, I know I'm pretty, but just that interaction, that I was so nervous to go out, and I was so anxious, and I almost came back home, and I almost didn't even leave the house in the beginning. And something so small like that, like just a nice, genuine interaction with people where I didn't feel like they were being snooty, or they were being like assholes, or like they didn't want to help me or whatever. And also, like, I wasn't being like a scaredy cat, I guess. It made me feel good. It like reaffirmed that it's okay to be out. It's okay to explore. It's okay to be a human. That has always been my biggest struggle. Realizing that I'm a human. And I'm not perfect. I am not God. I am not, I don't know. I'm not a robot. Like, that's always been my biggest struggle. And that's why this whole little podcast episode is going to be about. Basically, I guess, gratitude on a beautiful Sunday and learning to be human. And settling into your humanness and accepting that you are human. So, anyway, yeah, that happened. And then I was so happy. Like, I left the drive through, and I like, I felt so proud of myself. I felt so proud of myself for getting out there and doing, and I don't know. I don't know, like, just, como dije, putting my big girl pants on. And yeah, and I decided to do a little shopping. I'm not in a position right now where I can just shop freely like I used to. I don't know. I'm not. And also, more than that, nothing really interests me anymore. I don't really like a lot of stuff. Like, I think I am going through a new phase where I like different types of clothes, where I'm changing my style, but even in that change, I'm not fully comfortable dressing how I want to dress, because I feel like it's too much, or I feel like I'm showing too much skin, or I feel like it's not really my vibe, or I feel like a fraud. Like, I don't know. It's too much that goes on in my mind, and too much overthinking and thinking of what others think. Like, who fucking cares? What do I think? How do I feel? And I feel cute. And so, and so yeah, so I ended up going to, oh my god, Sabrina. I ended up going to Sabrina. Salte de la ventana, Sabrina. No, my cat. Um, I ended up going to Burlington's and I got a few little things. Oh, I looked at a few little things, but I only got like one of those cute athletic sweaters, like the little jackets that are like workout type of jackets. I got one of those. I almost got it from Shein, but I don't know, Shein it just takes too damn long, and the price is the same. Like what I would have paid for Shein in shipping and everything, I might as well have just bought it here. So I did, and I got a black one, and it's really cute. And then I went to Marshalls, and I got a few things, like maybe just like six things, and I got a pair of shoes. I've been stalling so much on buying myself stuff because I don't know, I didn't feel like I really needed clothes, but I've decided that I'm going to just allow myself to evolve. Like I can't be stuck in the past and things que ya no me, ya no me identifican. Like I'm changing and I'm evolving, and I'm allowed to do that. Despite how sometimes weird I might feel. And yeah, so I went to Marshalls. I got a few things. I got another little sports gym type of jacket, but this one was white, and that's what I wanted. I wanted like to have a band like yin yang, like a little like little change. So I wouldn't always be wearing black because I don't like to wear all black, and religiously I can't wear all black. So um, I got a black and a white one that I can do like little switcheroos with my outfits, and and yeah, and then I left Marshalls. I went to Dollar Tree, got a few things. Girl, I missed the 99-cent store. I miss it. The 99-cent store was my favorite place in the world, and it's gone, and I miss it so much. Cause Dollar Tree, I mean, it's good, but it just doesn't hit. And it's not a dollar; it's $1.25. The 99-cent store was always true to its price, unless you went to their like um special section where they had more expensive stuff. But yeah, Dollar Tree's okay. I went. I have no choice but to go there now. And I don't know if there's a King Dollar near me, so I didn't go there. I bought a few things like for my little garden that I'm working on. By the way, I love to like have plants. I love to have like, oh, I love the smell of dirt and getting like my hands dirty. Like I like to be toda mudosita in a clean way. Okay, don't misinterpret me. I like being toda mudosita in a clean way. I just like to be out in nature, and I'm close to nature, but like nature and my little casita and like those things, it makes it cute. The only thing is with my kittens, I have to put everything really, really high up because they tear shit up so bad. Well, not one of the cats, not both of them, usually. Um, and so yeah, so I rambled a little bit, but sorry. But yeah, so with all of that said, I am very grateful that even though I'm not in a position to be doing too much, like my ancestors and the Santísima and God, they always find a way to help me feel happy and to help me feel like myself and to get out and to have the courage to be human. Because like I said, that's always been really hard for me. But I'm really grateful that I got to go out today, that I got to explore, that I got to get my coffee and my little pastry, that I did a little shopping. Um, and I got me some really cute clothes that are like the new style of clothes that I want and how I want to change my wardrobe and my outfit. And they're a little more girly. And yeah, because I'm an ever evolving being and I choose to be happy. And, and yeah, I don't know what to do with this podcast, but if anyone has any recommendations on things I could talk about, or something that you'd like to hear my perspective on, or like life experiences or anything like that. Sorry, I'm making papas. So I can make my papas and chorizo. I'm heating up the papas. So if you guys have anything y'all want for me to talk about, or topics you want me to touch on, that are not too personal, then I will. I don't mind doing that. I'm pretty open to anything, to talking about anything. Just let me know. And I hope that we can make something out of this podcast. That whatever God and my guides and my ancestors are sending me to do with this podcast and this idea that they put into my brain, that it's hopeful for me to like get out there and continue evolving and being my best self. And yeah, thanks guys for listening to me. This has been a 20-minute podcast. I am going to post this one. I promise. Let me start editing right now while I make my food. Editing. Let me start like getting it together right now while I do my food. Um, yeah, guys, I am very grateful that y'all are listening. Thank you for listening and thank you for being a support system. And I'm nervous. Let's see how this goes. Yay!